We are here live. It is 7 o'clock, and I want you guys to know that it's up and running. Instagram, we're going to be on TikTok soon. Subscribe and share. Director of Wellness Education and Integrative Health. Currently, I'm a nuclear pharmacist, so I deal with multiple certificates in. I'm a practitioner of naturopathy. I deal with herbology and all sorts of herbs and formulations. So you guys, Q&A. Now, as some housekeeping, so send me your questions, okay? Send me your and answers for your questions, right? Now, if you guys want a time with the gift of gab. Yeah, I could talk about anything and everything. Let me just make sure that I am streaming live. Just because it's our first time streaming on this. If it looks weird, if it flows weird, you guys, times doing this, and coming week is Mother's Day. Actually, I am going to do a live stream with a few very influential women who have pointers and tips and tricks about me. And so we hope you tune in next week. I usually don't do a live 2 weeks in a row. You guys, I usually post a video for the next 3 weeks, a pre-recorded video, and that's so that I can be next week for Mother's Day week, and we're gonna do a live women's event. Now, you men, tune into it. It's still gonna be very informative. You have women in your life that need to know answers, and so maybe you hear something, you glean something about women's health. So again, tune in next week, next Thursday, 7 p.m. Outside of that, you guys, because oh man, these past truly wasn't your best interest in mind. It's kind of dependent on medications and surgeries and things like that. There's money to be made in sick people. There's not money to be made in healthy people, right? So healthcare is a very deceptive name. So big pharma is the one of those that we have to watch out for. The second one we have to watch out for is big food. So big pharma and big food. They do all sorts of studies on how to addict you, how to get you craving their foods, what colors work, what psychology works, what verbiage works, right? There's like 4,000 ingredients in the United States' mac and cheese, okay? And there's only like 6 ingredients or 10 ingredients in the UK's, okay? We've got coloring agents, red 5s and yellow 40s and blue 75s. I don't even, the big food has right? They'll create a fake food and they'll be like, yeah, highlight some of these things podcast. So today I actually wanted to go through GMOs, so genetically modified foods, okay? Genetically modified foods. So if you don't know what genetically modified foods are, okay, go do a little bit of research, okay? Now, I'll just start with this, okay? If an ingredient was good, okay, they wouldn't have to change the name, okay? So let's think of lavender, right? Lavender, okay? Lavender is like a supplement, okay? It's an essential oil, like it helps calm. It's great for relaxation. Like we've never had to change the name of lavender, lavendula, or stuff like that. But like it's the same thing, lavender. Okay, we don't have to change the name. But like think of sugar. Okay, they used to just say sugar. Then they're like, well, people think sugar's bad. So high fructose corn sugar. Okay, or high fructose corn syrup, I guess, right? So then you're like, oh, it's syrup, it's not sugar. And then it's like, oh wait, they found us out. Let's get rid of high fructose, so corn syrup. Okay, and then now it's just syrup, or all sorts of sucralose, and there's like 700 names for sugar. Okay, I think I've got a few right here. So there's corn syrup, any version of corn syrup. Okay, maple syrup. Okay, fructose, maltose, molasses, agave, honey, brown sugar. Like these are all like saying that all sweeteners are bad sugars. Okay, what we call monosaccharides or disaccharides. Okay, we got dextrose, fructose, galactose, glucose, lactose, maltose, sucrose. Those are all different forms of juice. Cane sugar, castor sugar, coconut sugar, confectioner's sugar, corn syrup, solids, crystalline fructose, date sugars. Let me get to some of the let's see. Sugars, obviously if it says sugar, okay? But syrups, if you see syrups, typically those are sweeteners as well, okay? So you've got carob syrup, corn syrup, brown rice syrup. Now, the next one is again, I want to highlight is genetically modified. They're so bad for us, then we wouldn't have to rename it, right? So GMOs is now being referred to as all sorts of different names. The most recent one that I want you to know about is something called bioengineered fortified foods. Okay, bioengineered, yeah, maybe makes you think, I don't know, that's weird. Fortified foods, though, you think, wow, fortified, cool, it's stronger, it's better, right? It's fortified, right? Fortified foods. So bioengineered fortified foods is GMO. Okay, it's just all sorts of like, oh my gosh, it's this world's in mind. Unfortunately, I don't think that's everybody. That's not factoring out doctors or certain individuals. That's just saying in general, big pharma, big food are like, they don't have your best interest in mind. They got money in mind. Okay, so you guys, let's jump right in. Again, welcome. If you're brand new, my name is Dr. Justin Kernut. I am a pharmacist by trade. I am the director of wellness education and integrative health strategies for Beyond Health. I do a live event every month, first Thursday of the month. That's at let's see, it would be 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and in between, if you're a time zone, just you go off that. Okay, and I answer questions. So, this is a Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, like we're getting out there and we're hitting it hard. So like us, comment, share, I mean, whatever you can do to help us out. We want to get on TikTok, but we need like 1,000 followers or something. So like we got plenty of you on Facebook. We got over 227,000 followers on Facebook. So come on, like, subscribe, get on TikTok and like Beyond Health. Okay. Now I'll have a way for you to do that next time, like a QR code, or maybe some of my people will post in the messages how to reach those. I've got questions. I got 4 questions I'm going to go through today. Now, if you don't know me, you're going to have to go back and rewatch this. I apologize. A lot of my clients say it's like drinking water, a sip out of a fire hose. So I apologize if I'm speaking too loud, like dull the volume. I apologize. But I got 4. I promise I will come right back. So, can you guys see this? I hope you can. So, first question is, could you... Oh, no, I don't want to start with that one. Hold on. Whoa. Hold on. Nope. They're all the same, apparently. So, I'm going to have to read the questions because, like I said, with this new streaming platform, it is... just a little bit. So we're going to roll with question 1. So my husband and I struggles with stress-related issues such as difficulty sleeping, reliance on coffee for energy, and unexpected weight gain. What strategies... hold on, I think I got a text. Okay, yeah, okay. So as someone who... So this is obviously a female writing this question, talking about her and her husband. They struggle with stress-related issues such as difficulty sleeping, reliance on coffee for energy, and unexpected weight gain. What strategies would you recommend to address these symptoms naturally? Now, like this, like just spam me a 1. I can't really see anything right now, so I don't. Maybe you guys are chatting, and this new platform of mine won't. Again, what strategies would you recommend to address these symptoms? So, the more you know about this, the more you're going to be empowered for health. I promise. Okay, so. When thinking about in my wellness center a few years ago, I had a doctor come in and asked, basically said something about one of my clients' cortisol levels, and I said, "Oh, doc, like that's very interesting of you. Like if you could get rid of if you could put cortisol into a number, like a range, what would you put it at?" And the doctor said, "Well, I'd get rid of it. If I were God or nature or whatever you believe in, right?" He's like, "I'd totally wipe it off the planet. I get what I thought it, and I thought, you're a moron." Hormone that the coffee pot in the morning, okay? It's cortisol is absolutely needed, and you need comes upon you, and it's stressful, okay? Stress happens, okay? Type of 2, I can't see anybody typing, but type of 2 if you're stressed, like if life is just stress, right? Kids, I got 5 kids, like, oh my gosh, like it's so stressful, right? Okay, let's see, I'm trying to think of some of my viewers that I know personally that are probably watching. Let's see, horses. Okay, driving down the road, is that stressful? There, right? California, I can't even imagine California, New York. Like cortisol is beginning to dump into the body because you're stressed, okay? So your body is now, okay, cortisol is made from cholesterol, okay? Cholesterol, so as your cholesterol starts depleting because you're stressed, okay? Your cholesterol to build more cortisol, okay? Gotcha. More calories to make more cholesterol. You're craving food. You're eating lots more food than you normally are because you're stressed, right? We call it stress eating, or all sorts of, right? You go for that, at night you're stressed and you're crying, and okay. Now, cholesterol. Think of serotonin, okay? A lot of you are on antidepressants or know about antidepressants, okay? They help with the serotonin in the body, okay? So now again, something else cholesterol makes is testosterone, the female hormones. Cholesterol makes. So, but you don't need testosterone. You don't need estrogen to live. You don't need serotonin to live. You don't need dopamine to live. You really don't need any of those hormones to live, but you need cortisol. Your body has to have cortisol to live. So you're eating more because your body needs more cholesterol to then make all the cortisol it can. So now you're suffering with low T. You're not going to have like energy to like finish all the projects in the house. So you're like have low T, okay? You're depressed, okay? Now I'm going to say what I was going to earlier. At night, because I have a wife, right? Like you're eating chocolate ice cream because you need the calories, and you're also sad, and so you're resorting to like comfort foods, right? And so you're eating more to make more. All this to say that, oh man, add a layer on, okay? Remember how I said that the medical community, big pharma's not there to make you better, right? Check this out. Related issues such as difficulty sleeping, okay? Melatonin is made from cholesterol, okay? Reliance on coffee, okay? I'll get to that one in a second for energy. And unexpected weight gain. Well, why would you gain weight? Oh, you're eating a lot more, right? Okay. What strategy would you recommend to address these symptoms naturally? Okay, so if that's you're gonna be like, I gotta go see the doctor, okay? Because we're bred to be like, let's go to the doctor, right? I'm not feeling good, okay? You're just getting older, right? Two, you know what? Let's do a blood panel. Let's look at your numbers. Let's look at the whole picture, and let's look at you. So what's a few things they notice? Whoa, your testosterone is low. Oh, your cholesterol is high. Why is your cholesterol high? Because you're eating more to produce more cortisol, and because your cortisol is not even being addressed because you're so stressed, basically any little bits are going to go to testosterone. Your body's raising cholesterol because it's smart. Your body is so smart, and it's going to adjust what it needs to what you need. Okay, so your body's raising cholesterol. Did I even mention that your brain is made from cholesterol? Like by dry weight, your brain is about 60 to 70% cholesterol. So if we pulled your brain out, you're dead or something. I don't know. I apologize. And we dry it. We just put it on like a dehydrator and we dry it. 60 to 70% of it would be fat, would be cholesterol. Because we need it for our brain. So think of it, okay? You go to the doctor, your cholesterol's high, so he's going to put you on what? Okay, he's going to put you on what? A cholesterol lowering medication, okay? You don't need to lower your cholesterol in this instance. You need to raise it or deal with the stress, and then you need to deal with put you on a cholesterol lowering medication. At least that one, okay? He might even put you on some testosterone, some estrogen, some progesterone, okay? Something that's like male, female hormones, okay? Makes sense because those are low because your cholesterol's low, okay? He might even put you on, eventually, just say that's all you needed, that visit. You may come back in a year. Your stress is worse, okay? Your depression is off the charts. Your anxiety is, okay? Your weight gain is off the charts, right? So, like, then he's going to put you on an antidepressant. Then he's going to put you on an anti-anxiolytic. Then he's going to put you on Ozempic, right, for weight loss. He's going to put you on all sorts of these things because they're not addressing the root cause. They're addressing symptoms of the real cause, which is cortisol, right? And cortisol is made in the adrenals, okay? So when you say reliance on coffee for energy, yeah, coffee, caffeine, okay, anything that's an upper that you rely on is because it's going to take any sort of adrenaline, any sort of hormones that your adrenals have, and they're going to just dump them, okay? Now, at first, that might work really well, okay? You start down this path of cortisol and stress, and And then eventually, right, that lasts for a few days, and then you're now reliant on coffee just to like status quo, right? And then you're relying on it all day long. Like, it is a pernicious. But I hope you understand, like this is a serious issue. You know, your weight gain. I mean, there is all sorts of issues related to adrenal depletion. Okay, and one of the best things that you can do. Okay, let's go grounding. Okay, grounding. Okay, I know that as kids we hated to be grounded, right? You're grounded, you know. But I challenge you to be grounded now as adults. Ground yourself, okay? So what does that mean? If you're new to this whole holistic field, it's free. It's cheap. It can be free. It can be cheap. How's that? So walk outside, bare feet in the grass, okay? I would even challenge you to like water the grass first because water conducts signal, okay? We're like an energetic being. And so we have this cortisol building up. And so what happens is we need to just diffuse it. And so we're a lot like electrical poles, right? Like if electricity, think of this, okay? We walk on shoes. What are shoes? Rubber soles, okay? We wear socks all the time. Like, we don't walk barefooted anymore. We don't even walk barefooted outside. Like, then we drive on cars that have tires, okay? So we never touch the ground. We drive on asphalt that blocks us from actually touching like the ground, right? And so like all we have to do is ground and go away. I get that. Okay, kids are stressful. You're not going to just get rid of them. Yeah, you know, as tempting as it is sometimes, we're not going to get rid of our kids. But that stressful situation, you can at least diffuse the cortisol levels in your body to help you to be able to calm down, to sleep, to not be agitated, right? All sorts of things, okay? So one, grounding. You can do that free and cheap. Take your shoes off, walk outside. I would challenge you to spray the yard with water first, right? So conduct yourself, right? Conduction. Okay, you can also get grounding sheets. Okay, I got some from my father-in-law for Christmas. It's like a sheets that you put on your bed. It's got wires that go through it, and you at the very end of it, you have a plug that goes into the grounding socket of a plug. Grounding sheets are phenomenal, and I'll be honest with you. I get in bed every night, and I swear to you, I try to think, is this me thinking this or not? But I feel like tingling in my feet for about 3 seconds, like 2, 3, 4 seconds, right? So I get in bed, pull the covers up, and it's like, woo, and then it's gone. And I think, holy crap, like, was that me, like, diffusing the cortisol? That's so cool. Now, I try to be like, nah, that was just me overthinking it, right? But if you guys have grounding sheets, like, type in some comments. Like, I don't know, is that just me, or do you feel that? Like, I've asked my wife, and she's like, yeah, I kind of feel something too, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me putting the thing in her brain. Okay, next thing you can do, okay? Let's go to adaptogen, okay? To just make this simple, an adaptogen adapts to each person's needs, okay? An adaptogen, so things like ashwagandha, ginseng, astragalus, reishi. I'm going to tell you the truth because you're listening to me. Like, I appreciate you tuning in. I want you to have alpha, like hardcore research and truth, okay? A lot of the times people would come into me, okay, and come in for a health consultation. And as a pharmacist, I'd look at everything. I'd look at and if I didn't know what was going on, if I was just like, oh man, I don't know, like, this is confusing, I would give them, let me give you an example, okay? I'm a man, you may be a woman, okay? I take it, it helps with my testosterone levels. You take it, it helps with your estrogen levels, okay? I give it to a young lady or an old lady, okay? And it helps one with their thyroid and it helps one with menopause, okay? I give it to adaptogens are. Now, here's what would then happen, okay? And I'll be honest with you, okay? Because I want you to know the truth. Adaptogens aren't necessarily meant to be taken about, 2-3 months, and then they'd come back to me and they'd say, okay, Justin, oh man, it's working so good. This issue, my testosterone, my estrogen, my thyroid, whatever issue is totally resolving. I need more. And I would say, but now maybe they didn't tell me what it was resolving, but I would say, well, what is it helping you with, right? Like, oh, it's helping you a lot. And they go, oh, it's helping me so much. And I go, okay, what is it helping you with? And they'd say, oh my gosh, like I have, energy and this and that and the other. And I'd go, oh, it's helping you with your testosterone, right? I'm in the mood more. My libido's up. Don't have erectile dysfunction anymore. Like they tell me things and I'd go, oh, basically your body taking the adaptogen is telling me what it needed to focus on. And then as a smart person, as somebody who knows all sorts of things, I'd say, and they would take it for the next 3 months and they'd say, Justin, it's working amazing. Thank you. How did you know? And I'd say, the adaptogen told me, right? Hold on, I need to take a drink. My throat's getting parched. I'm talking too fast. So again, adaptogens are phenomenal. Now, what adaptogens do amazingly is adrenal support. Okay, they help with cortisol regulation. They help with the food cravings, the cholesterol pathway that's going all crazy. It helps adjust testosterone, not fix it. This is not a root cause resolution fixer. This is something to get you fixing while you're fixing, okay? To give you some boost, to give you some fortitude, some amazingness while you're actually addressing the root cause. Now, again, whatever. Now, most adrenal fatigue supplements have tons of adaptogens in them. Now, a good formulated product will also have benefits for the adrenal glands. They're just not full of adaptogens. A lot of people take adaptogens and they take them for life, and they do okay. Like they do good at first, really well. But then if you don't address the cholesterol or the root cause resolution of the stress or whatever it is, then adaptogens won't work like 2 years from today, right? Like they just won't. So I'm going to give you, so this is our Beyond Health Adrenal Support Supplement, and I'm going to tell you what's in it. Excuse me. Okay, so we've got some adaptogens in it for sure. So we've got rhodiola, okay? We've got Relora, which is a magnolia, things associated with stress. So stress cravings, okay? Relora is kind of a registered trademark of a specific phosphatidylcholine, kosher gelatin. So what we have is collagen, okay? Turmeric powder. And so with these, basically, so the phosphatidylcholine and those fats, again, remember how I said cholesterol is needed, okay? You don't just want to take an adaptogen. You want to make sure to add on some of those wonderful fatty acids. Now, in addition to something like this for adrenal support, which we sell at Beyond Health, phenomenal supplement. Like I said, I would actually pair this with like an omega-3 fatty acid, or if you're a vegan or vegetarian, you don't want to do those kinds of products, take an essential fatty acid, okay? Usually it's like omega-6s, omega-9s, like oleic acids, olive oils, and things like that, okay? Adrenal supplement, okay? Now, in addition to this, okay, I would also go with something else to help with sleep. So again, the question is, as someone who is just phenomenal, okay, it's called Restful Mind. Okay, it's called Restful Mind. I don't even know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. Restful Mind. Brain support, okay? Now, it's not in the unavailable forms, the non-active forms, okay? Don't go with magnesium oxide, okay? That's a very poor form that when it comes to helping the adrenals and support relaxation, okay? Turmeric is phenomenal, okay? Anti-inflammatory, helps reduce all sorts of free radicals that cortisol can cause. Okay, another one is L-theanine, lemon balm, okay? Passion flower, L-theanine, lemon balm, passion flower, lavender, valerian, saffron, and magnolia bark. Okay, that blend alone will help with the depression, okay, the anxiety, the sleep calming, okay, the racing brain that happens with high cortisol. The answer, it is a support to get you to the finality. So again, up the cholesterol, okay, and I'm going to say, go talk to your doctor, go educate him on cholesterol, but like my suggestion is to have your doctor help you get off of a cholesterol lowering medication. Again, you towards all sorts of antidepressive and anti-anxiolytic drugs. Cholesterol lowering medications is going to drive you towards muscle fatigue, muscle wasting, okay, things like Charlie horsing, muscle twitching, all sorts of like magnesium deficiencies and CoQ10 deficiencies, heart disease. Kids have a crazy mind, right? No kid wants to go to sleep, so they lay in bed and they're just like, right? This is a phenomenal supplement to give. So I give it to my 9-year-old, my 13-year-old, and my 15-year-old. Now, my younger ones, I put on diffusers and other things to calm them down and zonk them out. But this one, and I've got other strategies for that, by the way, for the littler kids, if you guys so choose to want that. So again, Restful Mind, you guys, again, Saffron is the #1 most potent thing to help with depression and anxiety. If you don't know that, look into saffron. If you're just struggling with some of that again, could be cortisol related stress that's causing the depression and anxiety, saffron can help you address those root cause resolutions of what's causing, right? Could be the omega-3s, could be cholesterol, could be all sorts of things. Okay, L-theanine, lemon balm, passion flower, lavender, valerian, saffron, magnolia. Groggy or tired, but helps put you in a mind to fall asleep if you need to fall asleep. But if you're crazy anxious and like crazy during the day, you can easily take that during the day. Okay, so again, you've got adrenal support for getting those adrenals more healthy, some of those adaptogens, some of those essential fatty acids, and education that I need to give you in order to you guys. Real quick, just as a closing, team was walking down your street. Okay, there's say there's 10 total SWAT members. Okay, 5 are clearing the street. 3 are on one side and 2 are on the other side, and they're hopping the fences, clearing the houses as they go. Okay. Would you think that the SWAT is the bad guys, that the SWAT team, that they are the bad guys? The answer is no. You wouldn't think that. Now, what you would think is that something crazy is going down in my neighborhood, right? Or wherever you're walking, right? Something crazy is going on. I better get that guy out of here. Cholesterol is an indicator to me and other healthcare practitioners that fix it, okay? They're there to try to help fix it. And yet, the medical community has us so fixated on cholesterol and cholesterol lowering. So if I were to ask you again, just as common people, like, is it worse to have high cholesterol or is it worse to have too low of cholesterol? The average person would say too high. Oh my gosh, if we have too high, we're going to have heart attacks, or we're going to have all sorts of heart issues and whatever. It's actually worse health outcomes to have too low of cholesterol, okay? There's suicide, suicide ideations, homicide, like Parkinson's, like all sorts of things happen with too low of cholesterol, which is actually worse for you. So you guys, cholesterol's not the bad guy. Again, have your doctor help you. If your doctor's not into helping you, get a new one, okay? That's all I can say. Okay, here's the next question. So this must be from my staff member, actually. So strategies mentioned, especially focusing on adrenal health and relaxation techniques, contribute to improving sleep quality, or are there additional tips specifically tailored for promoting better sleep? So you guys, taking things like restful mind, okay? It'll help calm, it'll help relax, okay? Magnesium, gave it to one of my clients recently in a topical form because she's having issues with absorption, okay? Because we are not what we eat or what we ingest, we are what we absorb. Okay, and if you have problems absorbing, get a hold of me. Like, I'm an absorption expert. I know how to slam it into the body. So we slammed it into her body through topical methods. Okay, so we slammed it in her body. She said she had the most relaxing and deep sleep she's ever had. Like in recent knowledge, I guess. I'm probably not ever, but like in recent knowledge. Okay, she actually thought at one point that her heart was beating so slow that she might be dying. Like, she was so calm. Like, isn't that crazy? Like, now she backed off the magnesium a little bit because she felt like she was too calm, and that's fine. Back off it a little bit. Listen to your bodies. You guys know you better than the doctor. Doctor can look at blood work all day long, but you live in you. You are you. So magnesium is phenomenal for sleep. Okay. Actually, let me pull up one of my resources right here and vitamin supplement. Now, in addition, okay, use grounding mats. Some additional things you can do. Or below is where we sleep best. AC to like that, those levels. Okay, so here's the top. Melatonin decreases. So if you're anywhere beyond 30 years old, now melatonin is also a hormone made from cholesterol. Kind of crazy. Now, melatonin, I don't know if you guys know this, is also one of the best anti-cancer hormones our body has. So as we age, we get less melatonin, and as we get less melatonin, we have more risk of cancer. Isn't that crazy? So, like, take melatonin, sleep better, right? Like take it. And that's why they say shift workers are just, like, more unhealthy, Next one is valerian, okay? That's what's in our restful mind, okay? Vitamin D, phenomenal. Vitamin D is a root cause resolution for all things, okay? Brain disorders, heart disorders, like all sorts. Everything is like immune disorders. Everything's like vitamin D. Next one on the list, lavender. Next one on the list, cannabidiol, so CBD. And that's kind of where it ends. Everything else is kind of not research, science, and backed. So melatonin, valerian, vitamin D, lavender, CBD, saffron, passion flower, ashwagandha. So you guys, I hope that better. So sleep colder, I guess. I don't know. That's also in my office. It's called Sleep Smarter by Sean Stevenson. Phenomenal book. You want to learn why sleep is phenomenal, why sleep is necessary, and how to get better sleep. Sean Stevenson. If you know him, man, I would love to meet him. Right? Yeah, that's like one of my dreams right there, is to meet Sean Stevenson. Phenomenal gentleman. Okay. Next question. And again, I apologize, I can't pull these questions up because I'm using this new streaming platform, and I'm sure it's probably just not working on my end. But I hope you guys are engaging with each other. You guys, community is where it's at, right? Okay, so when it comes in, can you offer any advice on how to choose the right products? What should I be looking for in terms of ingredients? And are there any red flags I should watch out for? So, the model for Beyond Health is that there's only one true disease. If I could make health simple for you, here it is. There's only one true disease. Only one. There's not 30,000 different disorders out there, okay? There's only one true disease and disorder, and that is cellular malfunction, or cells that go awry, cells that go crazy, cells that malfunction, okay? That is the only true disease. Okay, now you can name it all sorts of different things. Diabetes. What is diabetes? Your insulin cells, your beta cells in your pancreas are going awry. They're malfunctioning, okay? What's thyroid disease? Your thyroid cells are going awry. They are malfunctioning, right? Like, there's only one true little of something, okay? You either have too few vitamins. Every cell needs certain fundamental toxins, heavy metals. You may have too much vitamins, for crying out loud. You may be overdosing on vitamin C, and you have too much of that in your cell, okay? You either have too much of something or you have too little of something, okay? That is it, okay? Now, there's 6 causes to it, which I'm not going to go into right here, but that's health broken down simply, okay? Now, Beyond Health has done a phenomenal, high quality, high absorbable nutrients and supplements in order to get into the body and get into the cells, okay? That's what we do. We provide. We have 44 supplements that are phenomenal, that are top-notch, high-graded, high-sourced, and bar none, that's why it's like that, okay? And we've done a lot of education on it, but we just purchased, behind us over here, is a skincare line, okay, called Living Earth Naturals. We bought them out because they have such a phenomenal skincare line, because we've done the research. There's all, like, we think about what we put in our body as toxic, right? Well, think about what we put on and around our body. Okay, when we eat something or take a pill, it may only be in us for, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. If it's bad, our body will try and, pound it through us faster, either vomit or diarrhea or some form of other excretion method, okay? That's cool. But when we put something on our skin, okay, like a lotion or just say sunscreen, right? We're so hoodwinked into using sunscreen, okay? It's fine if you believe in it, but the sunscreen that we're typically using are very harsh, okay? So that is now on your body, absorbing into your body for the next... So I'm going to give you guys some quick tips, tricks, and strategies on finding a soap or body wash that won't irritate the skin, or maybe some tricks on how to go through it. Now, if this is important to you, and I've got my notes right here in front of me, so if I'm you and you want me to compile this into some kind of document, let me know. Type it. Obviously I can't see it, but I'll check all the different streams when I'm done. Okay, so here are, again, the question is, when it comes to BPAs, bisphenol A's, if you don't know what that is, it's a plastic chemical. Different chemicals and other endocrine disruptors on the skin. Can you offer any advice on how to choose the right product? What should I be looking for in terms of products? Words like fragrances or perfumes are just misleading, okay? The FDA and the USDA and all sorts of these agencies that regulate chemicals, okay, they've given a pass. They can say all natural and still have a category on their ingredients label called fragrances or perfumes that is absolutely not organic, holistic, or healthy. Or any sort of, they could be incredibly toxic. But the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, as well as the Your Product Proprietary, okay? So fragrances are among the most common allergens that are in soaps, okay? I'm going to give you an example of the most highly fragranced soaps on the market, okay? And, right, there's Irish Spring. Irish Spring is one of, okay, Irish Spring, Zest, and Lever 2000. Lever 2000, Lever 2000. I only remember that like back in the 90s, maybe 2000s. But Lever 2000 refreshing bars, right? And again, those are the most highly fragranced soaps. Now, check the ingredients label for things like fragrance or perfumes, okay? Just don't look at the product label that says unscented, okay? Because this can just mean that the fragrances have been masked with other ingredients to make it not scentable, right? Does that make sense? So don't just look on the cover and it says like scent free, right? Or unscented, okay? There's no federal definition for terms such as fragrance free and hypoallergenic. So, or even sensitive skin, okay? So people that buy these soaps that are view of the labels of the best-selling baby body wash products on Amazon found that 94% listed at least one the claim hypoallergenic or allergy tested, okay? So, products labeled as synthetic fragrance free or those that contain National Eczema Association seal of acceptance were less likely to contain allergens than products without these claims. So if you see Eczema Association seal of acceptance, that's better, okay? Again, be aware, be aware. Got, okay? Living Earth Naturals, peppermint eucalyptus. Oh, it's a shaving soap, okay? Cool. But what's in it when it comes to scent is peppermint, EO, so peppermint essential oil, eucalyptus essential oil, juniper essential oil, spearmint essential oil, lavender essential oil, and lemon essential oil. We're not, go blend it yourself, right? In addition, we have bentonite, all sorts of other, right, amazing things inside of this. So like peppermint eucalyptus, cedarwood cypress, like holy moly, lemongrass tea tree, like love these products, like phenomenal. All of them are phenomenal, okay? Next tip, okay? Next tip. Okay, tip number 2, be wary of products containing certain surfactants, okay? Now, surfactants is something that makes it, it removes dirt from the skin, and it can help it, like, bubble up, right? It's a surfactant. So like different foam texturants, okay? Soaps and different things have texturants as well. Just, they want you to feel a certain way, okay? I'm not going to go through, this is actually one of the longer sections I've got. Different things like sodium lauryl sulfate, SLS, watch out for. Anything that says lauryl sulfates, like, stay away from, okay? Absolutely toxic, okay? Something called CAPB, coca skin nourishing body washes, like, anyways, I could go into it. CAPHs, I can't even pronounce these things, DEAs, okay? And again, I can create a list if you guys so choose. Okay, number 3. So again, 5 tips for finding a soap or body wash that won't irritate the skin. Number 3 is to avoid certain preservatives, okay? Avoid certain preservatives, okay? Something called methylisothiazolinone, or MIT, or MI, okay? It's a preservative used in many personal care products, including different Olay bath and body products, okay? There's, let me get to the science here. You're supposed to avoid it because it has absolutely been caused to be, again, one of those toxins that absorbs into different cells, specifically the thyroid. So these are different preservatives that make, right, basically give it shelf life. And they affect different, they're what's called endocrine disruptors, which affect, they basically mimic estrogen and different thyroid hormones, but in a bad way. It's pretty alarming because a lot of these things are in Olays and different sensitive skin things that we think we're being healthier, right? Okay, skip antibacterial soaps and be cautious with alpha hydroxy acids. So, according to the FDA, there's not enough evidence to confirm that antibacterial soaps are more effective at preventing the spread of germs compared to plain soap. So why risk versus benefit, according to the World Health Organization? Products with antibacterial ingredients in them include Dove Care and Protect antibacterial body wash soap, Dial antibacterial gold bar soap, okay, all sorts of other things. Okay, all of these products contain what's called benzyl alkonium chloride, a known irritant and sensitizer. So, again, just stay away from them. They contain what's called alpha hydroxy acids, and they're marketed for helping to reduce wrinkles, improve skin texture, and cleanse the pores. However, AHA, or alpha irritation and increased risk of sunburn, okay? So basically make they're called sensitizers. They sensitize your skin to different things like UV rays, okay, in a bad way, okay? So it's just prudent to avoid these things, okay? Number 5, and lastly, on this question of different chemicals to watch out for to put on the skin, don't consider natural or organic cleansers to be safer or more effective, okay? The FDA, again, doesn't have a definition for natural or organic, and there's no guarantee that these cleansers, that their claims are even, like, true, because they don't have to prove it. In fact, many natural soaps contain similar ingredients as standard soaps. For instance, okay, Native Unscented Body Wash, the same ingredient used in Dove Sensitive Skin Nourishing Body Wash. So, again, just because, oh my gosh, like, okay, labeling is so deceptive, okay? So there's different things like Castile soaps, goat milk soaps, okay, tallow soaps, olive oil soaps, charcoal soaps, okay, and some are, it's a good, better, best. Again, love our product. I could also throw out some other ones if you guys so choose to want to know some different products. Obviously, I'm going to point you towards our product. Great product, made in-house. We make them all specifically, and just really phenomenal. Different skin, golly, what do we have? Different face serums, different body butters, different lip chapsticks. We even have sunscreen and bug repellent, okay? Natural, organic forms of those things, okay? Naturally scented and phenomenal, okay? And if you guys find that valuable and you want me to create that list, just say so. I'll check later. Last question. This one shouldn't take too long because, and actually I could probably why it stands out to you. You guys aren't even going to believe me, okay? My favorite Beyond Health product, are you ready for this? Is, and it's actually 2 of them, okay? It's 2 of them, and they're right here, okay? It's actually, the balsamic vinegar, okay? Now, Beyond Health has a balsamic vinegar. I mean, right? Like, who knows that? And Beyond Health's olive oil, okay? Phenomenal, okay? The balsamic vinegar is better than any other, and it's just phenomenal, okay? Benefits of balsamic vinegar, right? Balsamic contains acetic acid, which promotes healthy digestion and can help with constipation. Weight loss. The acids in balsamic vinegar help produce enzymes that helps with blood circulation. The antioxidants in balsamic vinegar help red blood cells flow through the circulatory system, which can contribute to healthy blood circulation and cardiovascular health. Absolutely. Helps with antioxidants, right? Contains antioxidants that help prevent chronic illness caused by free radicals, which can damage cell membranes, cause premature aging, hardening of the arterial walls, and cancer. Balsamic vinegar helps the immune system. It contains antioxidants that help boost the immune system. Balsamic vinegar has been proven effective to lower cholesterol. Balsamic vinegar has been proven to be effective in stabilizing blood pressure, appetite suppression, okay? So, again, I mean, in addition to, like, it tasting well, like, it's phenomenal, okay? Like, check this out. It's an artisan product made in the old world tradition, optimizes depth, intensity, and complexity of flavor, as well as healthy antioxidants and enzymes. None of the product is withdrawn until the end of the aging period of 6 years. This California balsamic vinegar is produced from the juice of just harvested Zinfandel and Cabernet grapes grown in Yolo County and boiled down to create a concentrate, which is then fermented with a slow aging process, which concentrates the flavors. You guys, this is my favorite Beyond Health product. And it's silly because, like it should be like some crazy other thing, right? Like, could you share with us your personal favorite Beyond Health product and why it stands out to you? Now, in addition to that, okay, I'm going to pull that back off the screen. Okay, in addition to that, the benefits of olive oil, you guys. It's Beyond Health's olive oil percent hand harvested olives. This extra virgin olive oil remains cold extracted and unfiltered to preserve its raw qualities and stores in temperature controlled stainless steel tanks until bottling. This unfiltered extra virgin olive oil offers superior flavor and the health benefit nutrients found in very few oils. You guys, my favorite thing, to be honest with you, is sourdough bread. Slice it, put olive oil, put a little bit of balsamic vinegar, crack some salt and pepper in it. My kids go crazy over it. I do. You sop it, you eat it. That's my favorite. Like, that is my favorite, okay? And if you've never tried it, like, buy it. It may seem a little pricey, but it's legit olive oil and legit balsamic. So much on the market. I'll actually do a deep dive into olive oil here coming up. A lot of the stuff on the market is absolute crap, because that's not an approved word, right? Like, so you guys, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I can see a few people tuning in. I know there's people following. I got these different feeds on both sides. I'm not quite sure how to interpret it yet, but I know people are watching. And if you're not relevant to you, maybe about that cholesterol, the cortisol pathways, if and when I learn how to share my screen, I'll actually share you some of those pathways, and you guys will be just blown away at the more you understand, the more you can help and heal yourself. And that is an absolutely true statement. Again, you can email me at drc@beyondhealth.com. I can help you understand maybe your vitamin regimen, any medications you're on. Okay, one of the biggest things I help people, it's what's called drug-induced nutrient depletion, where the drugs that you're taking deplete your body of certain nutrients, and I can help plug in those gaps for you. And I have a mother's health, women's health kind of expose with myself and hopefully three other, if I need to know these things. You guys, I appreciate you. I love you, and I will catch you.